What's the deal? Shit, hold on real quick. This. Gonna chop it over with y'all for a minute, man. Give y'all the scoop for those who's not up on game. Y'all that don't know me, my name is Lord Scientific, Black Power to God. I was born Samuel Elijah King. It's my name I was given at birth. I gave myself. You can call me the Messiah too, but we'll talk about that in another video. Just give y'all a little something right now. I think that'll be informative to the people. Now, we'll talk about homosexuality. It's a big thing, big topic these days. There's a lot of shit going on. First and foremost, let me say this. I have no problem with gay people, LGBT or whatever they call it. No problem with y'all. Now, if you ask me, is homosexuality a natural way of living, I would have to say no. And that's just common sense, because as we were put here as humans to be fruitful and multiply. And we all know 2 women can't make a baby, a man and a woman can't make a baby. But somehow, some way, people are born, I guess, with tendencies to gravitate towards the opposite. Towards the same sex. I'm not gay, so I can't. All I can do is theorize. And I do have a theory on why that happens. Everything, some people say it's some type of gene manipulation. What's my guy name? Brother Phil Valentine. He done a video. I can't remember the name of it, but when he was breaking down a lot of the chemicals and shit that they put in foods and water and all kind of things that may take the way he was breaking it down, that that was one of the factors that played into people being born with this mentality or whatnot, and kind of added up what he was saying. I got my own theory on that, which is basically, man, one of the things about this physical incarnation thing is this. We come here to learn a lesson, which is to find out who you are really outside of this physical shell called your body. That's the fleshly world. Greater is he that is within you, or he or she that is within you. Basically, greater is he. And the Bible says greater than he, greater he is he that is within you that he is up there. Greater is, greater is he that is within you than he that is of the world. And I might be misquoting that, but yeah. And what that basically means is the part inside of you. That's the real you. Your soul is the real you. Your physical body is just a reflection of your soul. It's a mirror that your soul basically incarnated in. It's like I don't know if y'all ever heard the story of the Narcissus. He looked into some mythology. He looked into the water. He was so obsessed with himself that he looked into the water, and he wanted to become one with what he saw in that water. And in order to do that, he dived into that image that he saw in the water and drowned. Same thing with your soul. Your physical body would be that image inside the water. One of the things that water is associated with is illusion. Excuse me, this is bothering me. Okay, it's kind of tilted. One of the things that water is associated with is illusion, and so that story basically represented the soul incarnated into the physical body. You know what I'm saying? And your job here is to come to the purest understanding of knowing that this physical world is just an illusion. It's a shell. You know, go watch The Matrix. Excellent movie on breaking that down if you know what you're looking for. So anyway, back to my theory. Now my theory is this, because out here we even had ways, you know, back when we was in our more advanced state, we had ways of actually of catching that homosexuality and correcting it through, you know, certain rituals we done. So my theory is this. I think that, you know, oh yeah, let me go back to this here. You know, you come down here and you incarnate and you don't come into the understanding that your soul is who you really are. And don't just think just because you hear me saying it and you're like, okay, I agree with it. No, you gotta really release yourself from this shit. You know, that's why when you see me on Instagram clowning and you know, people taking shots and you know, every now and then I address some shit and I spaz. You know, I think that's necessary too. But and for the most part, man, this shit is fake. This is a movie, and I didn't name myself Lil Sam the movie based on that. I named myself Lil Sam the movie based on it's just like my whole life, man. I always had this glow about me, man. You know, people always, you know, I done had people actually walk up to me like, say, man, who are you? You a celebrity or something, huh? And I'm like, you know, I always been a popular dude. But yeah, I don't know where people just come up to me and say that shit from, you know. And this is before the Instagram page, you know. This is like, you know, certain occurrences in my life. And I always had this, that's why one of my little monikers is celebrity swag, because I always had that celebrity type swag, you know what I'm saying? I always had people that, you know, they gave me that star attention, you know. But anyway, but yeah, you keep coming back down here. This is hell. This is hell right here. The solar system. When you go back to the Greek, the sun is called Helios. So we're in the Helios system, the Helios system. What else can I add on to that? But we don't want to get off track. But yeah, the Helios system. So you keep coming back here until you release yourself from the physical bondage of this place, and everything is reversed. So it's like you're taught to be scared of death and to cling on to this world. And if you die with that mentality, your mind, your soul is going to long to come back to this place after you die. So when you die, if you die scared to leave this physical body or this physical place, and this is all you know because you never went inside, you're a worldly person, you're of the world, and you're supposed to have when they say when they say that you are supposed to give 10% of tidings, so that's symbolical. That the 10% is you're supposed to give 10% of your attention to this physical world in order to make a living down here. You know, you don't gotta, you know, I'm not telling niggas to you know, just go sit on the corner and lay it down and like, you know, hey, fuck it, you know, it's an illusion. You know, nah, make a living, don't, unless you want to do that. That's what me personally, it be cold in the motherfucker outside. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do to eat and keep a roof over my head and shit and all that old good shit. You know, I'm not, you know, I don't promote poverty, because poverty is the devil. That's the real, not the devil, but we're just gonna use that word because even the word devil has been it's a misconception. People don't even understand what that word means, but we'll just use, poverty is the evil. You know, that go to, you know, you go check out Ancient Egypt, Light of the World. Yeah, it speaks on that in that book. Excellent book, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the book I'm gonna be coming out of to show and prove to y'all that I am we are a Messiah race, but I've come to find out that I'm the, you know, all that stuff that was prophesied in the Bible by Jesus and all that. It's me. I got the proof. You know, I got the on my body. You know what I'm saying? It's on me. You know, Revelations 19:16. Check that out. We're gonna get to that though. I'm gonna hold that for a minute. You know, I'm gonna treat that. I'm gonna treat that the way it's supposed to be treated. I don't want to just jump in front of the camera and be like, well, hey, I'm the Christ, and you know, I'm gonna show you niggas the business. We're gonna get into some shit with that. Kind of, you know, I always knew we was the Christ race, but as far as me, I always knew it was something special about me too. But I didn't, you know, this shit is big. You know, probably about 2 years ago, you know, when I noticed I had my birthmark corresponded to that chapter of that Bible verse I just gave y'all. You know, we'll get into that. I don't want to get too deep into that, but yeah, man, this, you know, it's heavy. You know, I got people out there that's been waiting for me to tell a story. And, you know, it's kind of overwhelming. I ain't gonna even lie to you. You know, it's like, I don't want to say it's some big shoes to fill, because it ain't nothing I haven't been doing already. You know, teaching, but trying to teach. You know, some people I taught, you know, they get this stuff. But before I say what I'm about to say, I'm trying to think. I don't want to speak incorrectly, but I don't think I've my little homie Struggle, free my nigga Struggle, man. That nigga down there in the box, you know, and he was already, you know, we 5% Nation of God, you know what I'm saying, and but he had already, you know, I'm not an enlightener, you know, but he already had an enlightenment or whatever, and it was taking through degrees, and then he met me right when I was really starting to come into the knowledge of who God was, and you know, I was just kicking flavor off the top of the dome, because a lot of the shit that I'm learning, I already, you know, what convinced me that this shit that I was learning was real is because a lot of information that I was getting was lining up with shit that I was already seeing before I even started reading these books, shit that was coming to me intuitively. So, you know, I think out of everybody that I never just really kicked the flavor to, like I said, he already had an enlightenment, but he told me, he's like, man, I want you to be my enlightenment, because evidently I guess shining a brighter light than his enlightenment, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to the God, you know, that's my brethren too, 7 sons and shit, you know, but yeah, I just gotta be truthful. And you know, you got some other cats that I done kicked it to, and it put them on the right track, but then they still do things that, nobody's perfect, you know, but they still do things that make me say, well, damn, you're not getting it yet, you know. And even me, you know, after I came home from jail, I bumped into a few cats on YouTube and took me to another level, you know what I'm saying? And I send people that way, but the things that they do or still saying doesn't reflect that they went over there and checked those guys out. So, you know, I don't know, but hold on one second. Let's get a little warm this motherfucker. Well, yeah, and shout out to my enlightenment, Magnificent Allah. Shout out to Brother Panic and Bobby Hemmett. Shout out to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Father-in-Law, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, you know, a whole host of others, man. You know, I give them their proper due. And when I shoot I do my little thing, you know, tell my little story. I'm gonna give you niggas our story, man, because I might have to leave some shit out for the book and the movie, man, because I'm you know, it's a thing, trust me. But yeah, so back on track. Anyway, so my thing is with the homosexuality thing, I think that what happens is, because a lot of people like, man, people ain't born gay, they make that choice. I bet my money totally against that. You know, you can tell, you can look at people, it's a look in their eyes and their mannerism, you know what I'm saying? Which puts me up the, what brings me to my personal conclusion that, because this thing, you can tell, sometimes you can tell, they're a baby, So I got people that, got little brothers that, they look like, man, I knew he was gay when he was a kid, baby. So, it's like they're born that way. So, that being said, that's why I don't go too hard on it. Like, growing up, you're like, oh, they're gay, and I'm be like, that's fake. Look, but for me, I can't speak for everybody else, because a nigga be talking that shit with his homeboy, be like, oh man, you a whore, nigga, gay, and blah, blah, blah. But I'm so much of a real good person, man. It's like, I can talk all that shit, but then when I come in contact with a gay person, my oneness with the universe and the way I respect everybody. You know what I'm saying? You talk all that shit behind closed doors, but then when I get around people, I'm gonna treat a person with respect because I just live by the golden rule, which I always have. And I guess y'all fall short sometimes, but I treat people the way I would want to be treated. Excuse me. That's the golden. If people looked at life like that, man, shit'd be a whole lot better because that rule is a reflection of the oneness because you treat people the way you want to be treated because you are those people. We all are one. So in a certain sense, if I'm treating you a certain way, I'm treating myself a certain way because we all connected. You know what I'm saying? Separation is an illusion. Oneness is a true reality. You know what I'm saying? So even with the white folks and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They might not have a melanin and all that shit, but they here. So they're a part of this shit. They came from the mind of the black man, so they might not be on the level or the pedestal we're on, but they're here. So that's how I look at love. Love is, they have different definitions of love, but the truest definition of love is just oneness, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, because love is just a unifying force that makes not two things, that makes things that seem to be separate one. Or I'll put it like this: love is what makes you or brings you into the, I don't want to say the understanding because people can be in love and still don't understand what the fuck going on. But love is what makes things that seem to be separate one. That's why when two people get married or get into a relationship where they're crazy about each other or whatever. That's why it be so hard for motherfuckers to break up because you've really become one. Now, if I just go get a chick and have sex with her, don't know her, don't get to know her mentally, you can have sex with her, don't hear from her no more in your life, wouldn't give a damn. But when you come together with another person and y'all really vibe and click, that's, click together, that's why it be so hard to let them people go. Or when it's just like my first love. When I went to jail and shit, I just fell in love and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I go to jail and get separated from us. So it felt like a motherfucker just ripped a part of me off of me. You know what I'm saying? Just like your whole body is one. If a motherfucker came and ripped your arm off, that shit would hurt. Same thing. It's just a mental connection. You know what I'm saying? When somebody separates you from the person you love, or something, not even just your mate. Just people you love in general. That's why when they die, you feel sad because somebody's taking a part of you. Or something that you taking, something that's seemingly separated from you and came in between y'all and took it away, and you feel the pain mentally. You know what I'm saying? Inside you, it's not a physical pain. So, but anyway, back to the theory. My thing on that is, I think when people come back and they're born gay, they were so trapped or caught up in that last incarnation or lifetime that they was in. They may have been a man or they may have been a woman in that lifetime that didn't get it, so they had to come back. So when they came back with the mind of a woman, but they incarnated into the body of a man. So they have the body of a man, but they have the mentality of a woman. So they're still operating in a mentality from that last lifetime. So they're in the body of a man, but for some reason men are attracted to men sexually. Hey, that's the best I can come up with, man. You know, I don't know. You know, like I said, so that's another reason why I don't really just, you know, it's like when I called the rapper dude a faggot, you know what I'm saying? It was just out of anger, and but I know that word, you know, a lot of people in the homosexual community are sensitive to that word. I kind of felt bad when I said that shit, man, you know. So I felt bad, you know. That's why yeah, it just here. I seen Snoop post that picture with Bruce Jenner, and I kind of feel like it spoke to me. And I like Bruce, man. You know, Caitlyn, however, you know, I whatever person want to be called, man. Hey, but and I used to watch the Kardashians when I first got out of jail and shit. I used to like Bruce was a cool dude, man. He laid back, you know what I'm saying? He kind of too laid back, cause you know that ain't my business. But yeah, man. And I was like, damn. So when I seen it, it shot me back to what I said. I said, damn. I said, man, you know, I'm a better nigga than that. You know, so that's why I done the apology thing and shit, man. You know, and I apologize again to the whole gay community or whatever, man, because it's like, you know, I don't want to offend nobody that's not. I don't want to, you know, when I'm hitting somebody, I need to hit the target. I don't need to be hitting no strays, you know. I don't want nobody catching no stray bullets, man. And, you know, I ain't got no problem with gay people, man. You know, I don't know what's going on with those people. You know, they take pride in what you know, their sexuality. I guess maybe they should. You know what I'm saying? If you hear like that, you know, and you know, some people you know, they're gay, but it bothers them, and you know, so you know, man. But anyway, that's my theory. But now we got this other thing going on. And then we're going to go into the realm of the laws of polarity, gender. One second. You have right here a battery. Now, what do batteries do? Batteries generate energy through certain conduits. I think that's the word. Let me see. Okay. Right here you have the positive. The positive is the masculine aspect of this battery. Then you flip it around. You have the negative, the feminine. Your body is the same way. You have a masculine and you have a feminine part of you. And in order for you to raise up to your godhood here, if you're a woman, you should be trying to get more in tune with your masculine side. Now that doesn't mean you go and start. That don't mean you have to go and start. Excuse me. That don't mean you have to go and start. I got a terrible camera here. But that don't mean you have to start. That don't mean you're supposed to. You have to just go out here and start having sex with other women. Now, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But that's not what I'm saying. A woman is predominantly feminine and receptive. The man is predominantly masculine and emitting, or he gives off. He teaches. You know, just like you take the sun and the earth. The sun is predominantly masculine. The sun is a giver. The woman or the earth is the receiver. So, but when you break it back down to man and woman, that's why the man goes out and brings, that's why he's the breadwinner. He brings the energy back into the house, or he's supposed to go out. Now, we live in different times now. You know, they done took us out of our natural state. So that don't mean, you know, your man barely making it at Popeyes and, you know, y'all hanging on by a string, and the woman's supposed to just sit at the house and say, well, I'm supposed to sit at home all day, and the man is supposed to go out and get it, so I'm not getting a job. Nah, fuck that. Get your ass up, and you know, we live in different times, man. Fuck, I keep dropping my little shit. Nah, get your ass up, man. Unless your man is cool with that. Now, me personally, I couldn't do it. You know, I like to enjoy I don't like to just make money to live. I like to enjoy myself, go out to eat, to the movies, and do shit, travel. I've never been out of Texas but once, and not too far, but I'd like to travel. So, you know, man. So, that's why the man is, because the man is the sun, and the woman is the earth. So that's where that whole concept comes from. Now, if you a man and you making enough money to, now me personally, if I'm making enough money to hold the whole house down, I ain't tripping, because I need baby at home taking care of them kids. We don't need to, you know, we have to, we get the babysitter thing, or I don't have, I'm just speaking figuratively speaking. But if we have to, we'll do the you know, the babysitter thing, or the call the shit to daycare. That shit is risky though. We all know that. But that's why I would rather have my wife at home handling the business, keeping the house up. That's what she's supposed to be doing anyway. But they've created this society to where you damn near both have to have a job. And they should just bow out of control of the nigga, whatever. And it could be reversed. If a woman, I feel like if a woman meets a man and she like him and he might not have, you know, she got enough, she's making enough money to hold the house down, but let the man stay at home and be the goddamn house husband. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just, you know, it's each his own. But you have a masculine and you have a feminine part of you. And the feminine part of you, that's why women are more magical than men, because the feminine part of you is the receptive part of you. And that's the part of you that receives transmissions from the stars above and from your ancestors. That's why they are more magical than us here in this physical, because they're predominantly receptive. And that's why it's man's job to get in touch with his sacred divine feminine. That don't mean you go put a fucking dress on. And what, see, in Kemet, they would do things. They have festivals where the men would put on a dress, or they'll put on something feminine, not because they were gay and they wasn't going to take a dick somewhere. No, they would do that. They would do that to show that they understood that they had a feminine part of them as well. But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to go out and be a girl. And this is about Hatshepsut, this book right here. I haven't read it yet, but I know the story on Hatshepsut. And one of the things she's known for is donating the female. She called herself the Pharaoh of Egypt, because she had the I think her brother, I think their father died. Her little brother was the heir, but he wasn't old enough to run the set check, so she had to hold it down until he got old enough. But I think this was at the time when shit got the patriarchal system was getting real, because really everything is supposed to be matriarchal.